Curtis Dixon.
This is the finish line. People are still finishing the race.
Donna Wilson, all round two.
I'm here catching my breath. So as you can see by the title, I said that I did pretty good on this run. It's because of something that my mom said to me years ago that I will never forget in life. And I mentioned this when we had a virtual 65th birthday party for her a couple of years ago. She didn't remember it, but I will never forget it. I had a unique ability to not study for a final or a midterm until there was like a couple of days left. So what I would do, the teacher would say, make sure you're studying and make sure you're reviewing the material. Sorry for the noise in the background. And I would not consistently study or review the material all semester. So I would just get to the end of the semester and I was one of those procrastinating all-nighter people where I would just stay up all night, review as much as I can, and cram as much of the material into my short-term memory as I could. And I remember this one particular class. I can't remember the class, but I want to say it might have been a chemistry class or something, because I know it was a class that I generally was not good at. And it came towards the end of the semester, and the teacher was like, make sure you're reviewing your materials because your final exam is worth 30% of your grade, blah, 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 the same thing he always said. And I was like, nah, I got this. I just need 2 to 3 days, and I'm going to knock it out the park. An 85-year-old just finished the race. That's what that noise was about. Anyways. I'm hot. 5:36. Yeah, anyways, we got to the end of the semester. I studied hard for about 3 days. 3 days of just non-stop, day and night, going through all the chapters that we did the whole semester. And then, hi Mom. And then I ended up getting a B+ on that final exam. And I was so excited. The reason why is because I didn't deserve that B+ based on the amount of work that I put in for the B+. But I was still excited about getting the B+ because I'm like, how many people could study a whole semester's worth of material in 3 days and end up with a B+ on the final exam? So I brought it home to my mom, and she was like, how'd you do? I said, I got a B+ on this final exam. I'm just watching people cross the finish line. Okay, James Johnson, that's interesting. Anyways. Yeah, so she said, you did pretty good. And I was saying to myself, pretty good? What do you mean I did pretty good? I got a B+ on the final exam. And she was like, okay, but let me ask you a couple of questions. Was the B+ a result of you studying as hard as you can and as much as you can and basically using your brain to your capacity, and this is the absolute best that you can do? And if that is the case, then I will tell you, congratulations, you did an excellent job. And she was like, if not, you did pretty good. So to let me know, basically. And that put the onus on me, because I couldn't seriously sit there and say, oh yeah, I did the best I could and the most I could. I did the best I could within the time frame that I started studying. And I did the most I could do with 3 days of studying. But frankly, I could have done much better if I had been studying all semester evenly, like studying a little bit every night and then just using the ending for like a final prep work. But I never worked like that. So I just had to eat that answer that she gave me. you did pretty good. But I didn't like it though. I'm like, I know people who parents were so happy for them to get those B pluses, but as my mom told me, maybe that's the best that they can do. Oh, that's the train. It's like maybe that's the best that they could do, and that's the reason why their parents and their family celebrated that grade that they got. I thought you were. So did I when I saw the Johnson and the J and the purple J. I thought so too at a quick glance. Good morning, Beth. So I say all that to say, that's something that I carry with me in my life. Like, there was a time when I first started doing these runs. Hold on one second. This is disgusting. Just gave this at the end of the race, an orange vanilla. But I'm thirsty and I don't waste things, so I did as good as I could do. That was the connection that I was making. Just to show y'all why I keep looking around. There's like a lot. There's a lot going on. Oh, my fault. When did the sound go off? Yeah. Anyways, to repeat what I was saying, I don't know how much the sound went off. I don't know how long the sound was off for, but I don't know how long the sound was off for. But I was saying that basically I was running as fast as I could possibly run today. Because I injured my toe 11, 12 days ago, a Spartan race. I haven't been able to run since. That's my little excuse. It's not a big excuse. The reason I say that is because I wasn't running before a Spartan race. So I gave an A+ effort today, is what I was saying. But I gave like a C- or a D effort in my training, because I should have been training, preparing, and prepping for this, and this should have just been a demonstration of the work that I've put into this race. I think my headphones muted me. Oh, that is interesting. Nice job. Oh, they're taking the dog across. See, I want to be this age and doing this stuff. That's my goal. I'm not venting. I feel good today. I feel very good today. My toe hurts. My body hurts a little bit. I'm kind of sore, but overall I feel good. But basically, that lesson from my mom I keep with me, and my lesson from my dad where he tells me, like, where he used to tell me what is almost. So anytime I'm close to the end of something and I'm at the hardest part, which requires the final push, I remember how he didn't recognize almost. Like, you're not almost done. If you're almost done, it means you have, it's the same thing as not even starting. That's basically the way that he viewed it. And I didn't view it that way, but later on in life, that is how I view things. See it through to completion. And then the lesson from my mom is, if you gave an A+ effort, you can have an A+ celebration. If you gave less than an A+ effort, you can still celebrate, but you did pretty good. And that's where I would put myself today. I did pretty good. Like I said, I pushed myself harder than I have in probably a good year. I haven't even run this distance in 2024. We're already in July, and I have not run this distance until today. I didn't run it in practice. I didn't run it in any of the races that I've done. So I pushed it and I did the best that I could. I'm happy with my result, but at the same time, I have bigger goals, because I'm not a middle of the pack effort person. I'm never gonna jump out in these long distance runs and win. I'm not gonna say that, but there was a time when I was going much faster than I am now. All I want to do is push myself to my capacity, and I know what that takes. Mark has Russian fans. Mark has Russian feet that took me to the end of this race. All right. I think these are our last few
Number one of our 85 and older category, Joseph Calendar. Private side running for the NRPD.
How y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? It's a great temperature right now. It's probably like mid 70s. They started this out. They had a kids 1 miler. How many steps was this, by the way? I have too many things in my hands right now. Oh, this is actually about 10,000. I don't think the run was 10,000. I think that the walk to get to the starting line and the walk to get to and from the car added up. It was about 8,000 steps, I would say. I'm holding a lot of things, so sorry about all that. That's pretty cool. I usually leave these things right away, but I'm kind of just hanging around. I'm carrying around the breakfast station. What's for breakfast? This is what they give us at the end of these things, like a bagel and like a muffin. The cookies were all out by the time I crossed the line, so I didn't get a cookie, but it is all good. I'm not eating either of these right now because the way that I ate yesterday, I had more than enough carbs to carry me through this race. I could have ran this race twice. I always feel bad at these things. Good morning, Lisa. I always feel bad at these things when I see the mothers pushing their babies in the stroller and going faster than me. I'm like, man, am I slow. You can push a whole human being in a cart and still finish in front of me. And I'm just carrying my own body weight across the finish line.
Paul Smith, Kamea Ricotta.
This guy has a hard job.
Joseph Riata.
He has to read every
Matty
name
Bryan.
as they cross the line.
Michael Safale.
That's the announcer right there. He's got a little computer. And every time someone crosses the finish line, he reads out their name. He butchered my name. But that's expected. Not many people can say Agboka. They look at it and it looks, I don't know, the G and the B together.
Doreen Grafenecker, come on, we need some noise for Doreen.
He definitely said Grafenecker a lot easier than he said Agboka. That's a hard name. Why did he know that name? Grafenecker? My breakfast after I leave here, I don't know. Honestly, I might just get myself a smoothie. That's the thing. Don't act like a bad eating day equals a poor nutrition overall. It's when you compound the days by eating bad yesterday, eating bad today, eating bad tomorrow.
Scott Weitzman, Jeffrey Weitzman, and Bill Sheridan finishing on up.
if you're planning to go to a barbecue or something, go to the barbecue, but pay attention to what you're putting on your plate. Get in some exercise before you start. Make sure you eat your fibers before you get there, because you know they're gonna have nothing but hot dogs, hamburgers.
Yeah. Last call for the USATF raffle. It's for the Duck Smile coming on up. David Kaplan coming to the finish line.
I'm probably gonna get out of here soon.
Ellen Caravella.
Ew, I don't like egg. I didn't know what Eggs Benedict was, and I got it one time. And I was like, I don't like any part of my eggs to be runny. I'm sorry. I was mad at myself
Gorman and his coaching staff
for getting Eggs Benedict and not knowing what it was. But I will never do so again in life.
Sean Tien escorting in Marine veteran, Army veteran, 664 consecutive races with the flag and the ruff. Closing in within 25 miles of 11,000 miles, Billy Richards.
Wow. 11,000 miles just made my feet hurt just hearing that. Ew, you like sunny side up, Lisa? You nasty. You nasty. You don't, honestly, I don't believe in cheat days, cheat meals. I don't do any of that. I learned, well, I mean, it's all philosophy, because you might not be doing anything different than me.
Okay, folks, we should be doing the awards very shortly.
But I don't do cheat meals or cheat days or cheat anything. All my days are planned according to what I'm going to be doing for the day. So if I know that it's a day where I'm not going to be doing activity, generally I'm going to eat a little bit better. And when it's a day that I know that I'm going to be doing more activity, I probably eat a little worse. I try to eat my heavier meals midday when I know that I'm still going to be moving around, rather than end of day. I still eat cookies. I still eat some once in a while. I still eat what's it called? Cinnabon. I had a Cinnabon the other day in the mall. I still eat that stuff. I still eat pizza. I eat steak. I eat basically everything that I like to eat. I just eat it in moderation. I time it when I'm eating it. And I don't really need cheat days or cheat meals or good days or bad days, because that doesn't work for me. When I've tried to do a real stringent thing where I'm like, oh, 80% of the time I'm going to eat this specific nutrition plan, and then 20% of the time I'm going to cheat, it doesn't work for me, because I don't stick to that 80% of the time. I'm more like 80% of the day. If I follow the 80-20 rule at all, mine is more like every single day, 80% of the time I'm eating well, and 20% of the time I'm putting in the cheap food. So that means that every day I can enjoy my day, instead of some days I enjoy and some I don't. But that's just me. Everybody thinks differently. Just for the sake, but make sure to. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel guilty about anything I eat, except for that cheesecake. Yes, I had a cheesecake, and a cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory, 1,500 calories. They are delicious, but they are 1,500 calories. Now, that's a once every year. That's a once a year type of item for me. A 1,500 calorie cheesecake. That's crazy. I mean, it tastes delicious, but that's a whole meal in one dessert. That's a whole, like, some days I eat 1,500 calories for my whole day, let alone for like a little piece of cheesecake. Aside from sandwiches, chicken, broccoli, supplements, 12 days a year. I do need to get back to my meal planning and prepping though, because I have 15 to 20 pounds to lose, and it's not going to go anywhere until I start counting the calories. But last year when I was about 176 pounds, I don't even know why I'm trying to I'm not trying to stay for the award ceremony like I won an award. I'm standing around here. They have an award ceremony at the end, but I know I did not win a top 3 spot, so. And they're taking forever. So actually, I'm gonna just head out to my car. This is the longest I've ever hung out after one of these. I usually leave immediately. It's only because I turned this camera on. Now, I know I'm going to be in pain because I haven't pushed my body this much in months and months and months. It's been a long time since I put this much effort into a run. Wow. I can't wait to see if they have a finish line video, because again, like I said, this is the first time in my life that I've done one of these races and gotten to the end point of the race and somebody actually passed me at the end and I wasn't able to catch them. I was like, surely I'm gonna catch that guy. Nope. He just had more speed than me at the end. But the thing was, I always overthink these things. The thing was, I didn't see when he was coming up behind me. So if I had seen him when he was getting to the point, before he got to the point of speeding up to pass me, I would have sped up too. But he passed me like, we had not that much to go before the finish line, so I ran out of runway. I can't really complain. I've done that to many people at these races because I'm a sprinter, not an endurance person. I have the disadvantage of being like a heavier runner. I can't hold this. Okay. I have the disadvantage being a heavier runner that is just like extra weight, you know. It's hard to run with all this extra weight. I feel it on my knees, I feel it on my feet. It's harder to run. But I have the advantage that when I see a finish line and we got like a quarter mile left before the race is done, I'm faster than most endurance runners. So I speed up quick and I pass a lot of people. I did pass a lot of people at this one, but that one guy, one man stood between me and passing all those middle of the pack people, and he did the job. Afterwards, I was like, good job, man. I was like, good push at the end. You got to take your W's and your L's. Gracefully. I've had my fair share of both. The reason I'm not looking at the comments anymore is because I'm holding like 5 things in my hand, so it's impossible for me to hold these 5 things, hold the phone, and read the comments. Multitasking is not my thing, unfortunately. But when I get to my car and I can set these down, I'll catch up. Okay. I think I had 16 people on here today. Not a lot, but still a lot for the off season. Okay, now I can free my hands. Oh, goodness. That was bothering me so much. Okay, where are we at? There's a lot of comments in here. Give yourself some grace to every day is a cheat day because I only eat the same 10 foods. Hot Pockets. What else is it? Ma, Hot Pockets and what else? Today it's Burgers and Dogs Day. My diet is Hot Pockets, pizza. Wow, I wish I could have your diet. Mac and cheese, yogurt, chips, ice cream, cookies and candy. Mukbang videos. I'm staying clear. I don't really celebrate holidays, so occasionally someone might invite me somewhere and I'll go occasionally, but typically I'm not a big holiday person. Hi Cass. Happy 4th. God bless America. Hit the like button. Don't forget Gatorade. You can't eat Gatorade. If I did ice baths, it would be time for an ice bath. Uh-oh. Shoot. Prince and Cass are having a fight already. It's supposed to be a time to celebrate, I thought. Oops. There we go. Mark's beard is bearding. Okay. Said apologize. No fireworks are the fireworks are giving my friends anxiety. Fireworks, I don't know. I don't know if I should go see fireworks today. I don't know. Maybe. When's the last time I actually went somewhere to see fireworks? The last time I went to see fireworks actually was Canada Day 2019. It's been like 5 years since I actually went somewhere to see fireworks. And I say went somewhere to see fireworks because they launched those fireworks at my house, around my house. So I'm gonna see them whether I want to see them or not. The fireworks are fireworking. They started launching them since like this weekend. And they're going to be going continuously, I'm sure. Whoops. My whole setup just fell. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Make sure the maths, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and hit the notification bell. Talk to y'all later.